30 years ago, my family and I were privately sponsored as refugees by local Australians.
We were very comfortable in Sri Lanka till the situation changed. Our lives were threatened. We were very fortunate. We were privately sponsored. So we got into Australia very safely.
There's a local council, church groups and community organisations that stood up and welcomed us into their neighbourhood and helped us call Australia home.
We had the support of the local Uniting Church, plus the community groups living in this area. They brought all our furniture, including a television, right, clothes, and even the groceries.
This Good Samaritan is a story Jesus tells in response to the question, who is my neighbour? And the answer really is, whoever comes to you in need is your neighbour. And so community sponsorship is a way where we can live out that story of the Good Samaritan by welcoming the stranger.
So we know that throughout Australia there are more than 150 refugee welcome zones. I'm really proud as the Mayor of the City of Whittlesea that we were the first local government area to get behind Amnesty's My New Neighbour campaign.
In 2018, Amnesty's refugee campaign, My New Neighbour, was launched in the city of Wagga Wagga in regional New South Wales. We started our work there because we wanted to acknowledge the enormous contribution that rural and regional Australians play in welcoming refugees, who are their new neighbours. Over the past year, My New Neighbour has joined with CREASY, the Australian Community Refugee Sponsorship Initiative, to call on the government to expand and improve the current community sponsorship program.
Communities like ours would really love to be able to be part of a community support program, but the costs are prohibitive. And we don't want to have to slam the door in one person's face so that we can welcome another. That doesn't fit with our ethos.
Firstly, it's proven to be too expensive for our community member organisations to want to sponsor an individual of refugee background. Secondly, and very importantly, we know that in doing so, it takes away very important placings from the humanitarian intake program.
We can and we must expand the community sponsorship program.
My children have gone to school here, primary and high school. The community has been extremely good, very generous, very kind. And we can do the same thing for the people who are in trouble and who are in need, who want to come. We can do community sponsorship really well.
Almost 20,000 Australians have taken action to call on the government to expand and improve community sponsorship. More than 20 local governments and over 100 community leaders have joined that call.
Local government is often touted as being the closest level of government to the people, and along with NGOs, non-government organisations, are really well placed, have a unique mandate to be able to help settle new and emerging and refugee populations into the community.
Community sponsorship program I can see our congregation getting behind. If the community support program was made more accessible and additional, I'm confident that churches like ours would be able to get behind it and really support it.